Happy Friday, everybody. Good morning. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming so early. I know the market doesn't open up for another half hour. Appreciate everybody here so we can talk about some charts and, I don't know, just kick things around. What is today? It's October 29th. Man, where's this year going? We're on, wow, 2 more months. This year's over. Crazy. Okay, so Apple and Amazon reported, and let's see what Apple is doing down here, opening up. So not the greatest. Amazon reported, and another one not the greatest. Here we are down low. So going to be a little, probably going to be a little twisting and turning in the market today, trying to figure all that out. So be a little careful. And it is Friday, so it's payday Friday. Don't be afraid to take some money. What was I going to say? Totally forgot. Oh, my goodness sakes. On the SPY, something I'm kind of worried about is this tweezer top. I'm always worried about a tweezer top. A double top is bad enough. Now we got a tweezer top. It's within 1 penny. So I do think there's a little bit of concern right here. On a positive note, if we can find one, we're above the T-line, and I'm going to go with that. For years, I've used that as my guideline. I'm not going to change today, probably not going to change anytime in the next 10 years. So that's where I'm going to go. Until we break the T-line, I'm going to remain bullish. If we break the T-line, then I'm going to have to think about some bearishness. And, you know, I hear a lot of people, well, where are we going? Where are we going? Put some moving averages on your chart. If you want to make this really, really simple, put some moving averages on your chart. And you'll find that will give you areas where we're going. And it's not exact. It's not an exact science, but neither is if somebody wants to do the work, which you could do that too. You know, you could do the work and you can say, okay, we have a little support right here and a little support. Okay, we're coming to 450.88. You could be absolutely right. But let's go ahead. We're going to put up, I don't have the 34 up there, so let's get that up there. Wow, that's way down there. Dude, is that right? Oh, let's change it. No, exponential. Holy moly. I didn't realize that was so low. Okay, so the green dots is nothing more than the 17 exponential moving average. So we're going to leave that like that. So if you just as simple as can be. Let's think about what happens here. It's like climbing down from a tree, not jumping off the top. It's not like being on a mountain and diving off the top. It's like being on a mountain and climbing down the side. Okay? So if we break the T-line right here, where's the next logical place we're going to go? Believe me, it's a no-brainer. And, you know, I wouldn't put 50 moving averages in there. Just put some good moving averages. If somebody doesn't want to use the 17, the 20 is an awfully good, 20 simple is an awfully good one to put up. So we break the T-line, watch the next branch. You're climbing down from a tree or a rock. Watch the next rock where you can put your foot. If we lose that, we're going to lose the next one, or we're going to come down to the next one, which in my case would be the 34. If we lose that, I'm going to look at the 50 period moving average. It's really, really simple. You know, trying to drive a truck through the pinhead of a needle and find some exact price, I really have to, I would love to sit and argue with somebody on this. How does that help you to come up with some magical, perfect number? Because the reality is, this is what's going to happen. Now, let's assume we get bearish, okay? This is what's going to happen. We go down, and no matter where, it could be right here, it could be 2 pennies below it. We're not going to fight and start going after anything until we see that. So trying to needle like I say, drive a truck through a pinhead trying to look for some magical to the penny price, just put some moving averages up there. Simple as pie. And it's real simple. 1, 2, 3. We break through the T line. For me, we're going to the 17. And if we don't, say we only get to right here. And this is what we're going to look at. If we don't get there, that's okay. But that's what we're looking for. Call it a safety. And then if the bulls step in, a whole different game. So something to think about, something to simplify it. That's one of the things I do with moving averages, and I've said this here recently, is I probably use moving averages way more than I let on. No secret, just don't talk about them too much. But this is one thing that I will definitely be looking at. Okay, FNGU, we're hanging out in the middle here. FNGU, I'm happy with that. Anything in between, well, anything above the T line, I'm still going to look at as bullish. We get below, I'm going to look as not so bullish. I think we ought to let the market open up and just kind of shake around a little bit and just see who's going to run, scream, things like that. It's Friday. We don't typically put out a watch list. So what I'm going to do is put some charts out there that are just popping up on the scanner pre-market. Found out yesterday that somebody didn't know you couldn't get pre-market alerts from the scanner. All you have to do is make sure you're clicked on Daily Plus. If you want to change that during the day to maybe a 15-minute, 30-hour minute, or 1 minute if you want, that's fine. But if you want pre-market, just put it on the Daily Plus, and you'll get pre-market alerts start coming through there. So let's take a look at some of those that are moving pre-market. Where are we here? CHPT. We actually looked at this one a couple of times yesterday. Look at that. Nice move up. It looks like we're still moving up, or it looks like the bulls are still very happy in this level. If you're somebody that would rather wait for a pullback, then by all means, wait for a simple little pullback. But you need to put this on a watch list so you can follow it. Or not, and just hope you can see it down here. I see Z is popping up. These are coming from my rounded bottom breakout scan. I see Z popping up, and I'm going to remove this now. There we go. So here's a rounded bottom breakout. We rally up, back. Here we are. I would have to say somewhere around 110 maybe. Then on up to the 200 possibility. It has earnings in a couple of days. You always have to watch that. Where are we? Here's what I wanted to look at. Wells Fargo. Take a look at Wells Fargo. So far, a nice little inside day. Earnings are not till January, so that's kind of cool. Here we have this little top here, so you know there's all sorts of traders out there. All sorts. There's going to be, let's see if I can do it this way. You know, there's going to be traders that buy it right here. There's going to be traders that wait for a pullback here. There's going to be traders that wait for a more of a breakout. No one trader is right. No one trader is right. We're all looking for it to move up here. So you're just negotiating your entry here if you're looking at this for a long. I see. I just want to look at Apple one more time. Sorry. Chewy. I believe I'm in Chewy. No, I closed Chewy yesterday. That's right. I closed Chewy yesterday. Looking to buy Chewy back on a pullback, and it's pulling back. So I'm looking at this as a positive. I can see a definite positive of entering back into this area. May not be today, but I think it's a great chart to have for that watch list. FSR. Here's FSR. Yesterday had a terrific day. Low, high, higher low. We broke out of the 200 period moving average. Today looks pretty good. Earnings on the 3rd. I need to fix something. Sorry. There we go. Um, what else do we have here? What does this go to? I see this up on the scanner this morning. Go to little 3/8 trap setting up. Sean just put cat up there. I love cat. Cat looks fantastic. Nice long chart there. BRKR, BRKB. There we are. Nice 3/8 trap setup. You know, when we're in here, this is a nice entry area. If somebody wants to wait for that breakout, that certainly makes sense. Lots of ways to figure a top. You can use fib lines to help you maybe. You can use retracement fib lines if you wanted. There's a lot of ways to do that. I know a lot of people too that do this is they see where price is right there. And on TC net, that zeroes it out, I think. Yeah, it's about zero in there. So they might look up here and say, man, I want a 10% trade no matter what, which in this particular case, we would have to go way up here. And that's what they look at. So if this starts to break out, now remember, this is all based on a breakout. So based on a breakout, they're making the assumption that the chart's going to continue to climb up. I know a lot of people that do that. Just look for a simple 10%. Take SKLZ. I saw that popping up earlier this morning. What if you did that with SKLZ? Nice rounded bottom breakout here. Buy area. Let's do this. Buy area would be the breakout all the way down to the T line for me. Anywhere in there. And a 10% move on that would only be about right here from where it is right now. I know a lot of people that actually do that. That's how they look for the quality charts and they're perfectly happy. Now I think too, they might come in here and tune it up with a little price action over here if there's any resistance. If somebody says, I see this chart and I see it going up here, maybe they could do something like that. Using this right over here perhaps, or, if you feel like this is a 30% gain, or the 200 up here, that's going to put you in a 60% gain up here. So it's, the main thing is we want to look for those quality charts. We want to get those entries in there and then just manage as price moves up. Sean put Nike up there. I haven't even looked at that this morning. I own this. I'm looking for 170.50. That's my area there. I do have the option. Let's see. Let's adjust this up because let's go right here. So from the low of what the pre-market is, if 4.36% up here, which the option is going to be more than that. But if somebody's looking for a trade, that's a nice number. If you look at this and you say, you're bound and determined to get 174, retest those tops, there's nothing wrong with that. Both the person that owns it now and looking for this right here, and the person that owns it now or buying it now looking for this up here, we're doing the same thing. We're going to manage money as it moves up. We're both going to do the exact same thing, just maybe a different idea for a profit. So anyway, I hope that works out for everybody. Be a little careful this morning. VIX, let me go to VXX actually. There we go. VXX, we're up a bit this morning, but I'm finding this really remarkable that we're not up higher. Now we could get higher real quick. We really could, but we're not up that much right now. So let's let the market get out of bed and let's see what happens here. Hey, I want to thank everybody for being here. I'm going to go grab some coffee, and I'll see everybody back here in about 14 minutes here in the trading room. Remember, those members or trial members, If you have not downloaded the app, please download it. Yesterday, there were a couple people after I mentioned this get a hold of me, and I helped them get it set up. I did not realize that some people weren't downloading the app. So if you want real-time alerts no matter where you are, a dentist or in the dentist chair, a surgeon, or maybe even laying on the table, then you can get those alerts. So anyway, thanks a lot, everybody. Be back in a few minutes.